Oh, my God. It is the world famous Jiggy Jaguar radio broadcast. We are coast to coast and border to border on iHeartRadio. Today, we are going to go live to our porn star. We're going to go to Amy Quinn. Amy Quinn is going to join us here in just a few seconds. I don't know what is going on with my lovely camera there, but I gotta make a few adjustments here, and then we will get Amy Quinn in here. And where in the world is Carmen Sandiego, as they say? Okay, we need to make. I do like the hair. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
And we are gonna make some adjustments because I am gonna do something new and cool today, which means that it will be a total disaster first time out. That's kind of what happens here. We have got a great guest. She's going to join us here in just a few moments. I've got to do all the different things. By the way, if you're joining us on iHeartRadio, thank you. If you're joining us on the old iHeartRadio, like I said, the iHeartRadio app. Also, JiggyJaguar.com. And we have got a great guest coming up here in just a few seconds. We are also going to be joined in studio by your friend and my friend, the Mangler. The Midwest Mangler is going to be here. And God knows what the hell that's going to be like. But because he's high, he's drunk, he's fresh from an Uber. He is going to get on the microphone here and cause Amy all sorts of problems. But welcome back to the world famous Jiggy Jaguar radio broadcast, coast to coast and border to border on iHeartRadio today. And also, AMFM247.com, JiggyJaguar.com as well, and live video at our website, which is JiggyJaguar.com. And a great guest joins us today here in our broadcast. She is as they say, she is the porn star. We always have to have a porn star every show I do. I don't know why that is. It's kind of a tradition. It is, Amy Quinn is with us. You can find her on the old, the Twitter machine. Quinn 420XXX, which is a fantastic Twitter handle, by the way. So, Amy, welcome to the big broadcast. How are you, my friend?
I'm good. Thank you for having me today.
So, you come highly recommended by our buddies in the Chicago area, Tadpole Studios. They highly encouraged me to get you on this radio program. They were all about, you've got to talk to Amy Quinn. You've got to have her on the show. And so I did all I could to hunt you down, and we finally have you. So welcome to the program.
I'm excited. This is the first thing I've ever done anything like this before.
You've never done an interview before. Oh, boy. So you not only are going to be going to be dealing with me, going to have to put up with me, but hearing about, let's see, what is this, 2 minutes? Is this what he said? 2 minutes? The Mangler is going to be here. So God knows what that's going to be like. He's fine. He's harmless. He's just a professional wrestler. So you are a mattress actress, which, by the way, I love this. I love this. I think when we come out to Chicago for the old Exotica in July, I'm gonna have to introduce you as a mattress actress because I think that is the greatest. That is the greatest thing. You're a model. You're a cam star. You clearly, which I always think is so. It's funny to me, but it's, I'm sure, a big harassment to you girls. But you guys have to put on your Twitter profiles and your Facebook profiles and all these things that you don't do any escorting. There are so many pervs out there who are just like, well, I follow her on Instagram, so I can pay her to fuck me. Really? No. So Amy, how did you get started doing this porn thing? I always have to ask that.
It was the pandemic. I started in the pandemic.
You started as a porn star during a worldwide pandemic. You went worldwide pandemic. Fuck it, I'm going to be a porn star.
Right.
This
You
is
couldn't get any other jobs, so I
couldn't
was
get any
like,
other gig. Couldn't get any other gig. You might as well be a porno star, as we used to say on this broadcast. Amy Quinn is
on
with us.
Streammate, actually. And
Oh,
then
you started on
a producer
Streammate.
found me. Fast Girl Studios. That's who found me, and then I eventually went down and did a shoot with him, and that's how I got started. He's like the bringer of porn stars.
That's great. I think they refer to those in the industry as talent scouts, maybe. I don't know. Amy Quinn with us today. She joins us live here in our broadcast. She is and I love this, a mattress actress. She is a model. She's a cam star. She has done all sorts of different things. And you can get a hold of her on the old Twitter machine if you want to see her wares or hire her. It is Quinn420XXX. And she has a pinned tweet on her Twitter of her just shaking her ass, which is which is quite amazing. I literally watched when we were trying to get you on and everything. I was looking at this pinned tweet that you have here, and then I realized the sun had went down, everyone had went to bed, and I'm like, why am I still staring at her ass bouncing on the mattress? So. That is literally time stops when you go to her Twitter. So you are on ManyVids, OnlyFans. Talk to me a little bit about some of the different things that you have done during the pandemic, being a porn star and everything.
Well, I traveled. I started traveling. After that, I went to Private Society. Flew me out to Iowa, and we did some shoots there when Tadpole was there during the 12-guy gangbang. It was actually pretty fun.
Oh, we're going to be talking about that here in a few moments. The 12-guy gangbang.
Yes, the Tadpole was there. He was the first one that jumped into. He's like, well, I'm already naked.
That is fantastic. So you're gonna be okay. I guess I should back up here. The 12-person gangbang. How do they arrive at this number of 12?
Well, I think it's because Tadpole had tried to get a whole bunch of guys together, and I don't think he thought they were all gonna show up, but they all did.
Yeah. Well, speaking of showing up, the Mangler has officially made his way into the building. They had to scoot. They just left. They were here for an hour, and then we had some comedians on, Amy, before we got you on, and the Mangler is fired up. He's got cigars. He's got energy drinks. Well, you're already doing it, so you might as well. I'll just air it out before I leave, I guess. He's got his fanny pack on, which is good because he's a pro wrestler. Hopefully he doesn't have any gimmicks in it. And if he does, it doesn't matter. Let me see. Let's turn on some mics here. There we are. So, Amy Quinn joins us today here on the old Skip Skype. She is a quote-unquote mattress actress, which I love that title. And so 12-person gangbang. I also see, scrolling through your Twitter stuff, you did a deal for privatesociety.com with, I don't know who this guy is, Jack XXX Moore. I'm going to have to get a hold of this guy.
Jack Moore, he's great. He's
Jack
fantastic.
Moore. He looks like he should be someone's dad. just from his Twitter profile. He looks like he should be walking his daughter down the aisle, not fucking young hot chicks. I got to get a hold of this guy. I got to get this guy on the show. And quote unquote, apparently it was the best fuck of his life. And those older guys, you got to love the older guys. So Amy, besides the now is that red hair or are you a redhead?
I'm Irish, like all the way.
So
except for the accent.
So I have a very good friend named Robert McCaleb. We also refer to him as the Rob Sobby. He always talks about that redheads love sex and are insatiable. Is that basically what you've got going on?
Yes, that is absolutely true.
That is absolutely true. Well, okay. I will pass that along to the Rob Sobby that is your thing. Quinn 420XXX if you want to find her on the old the Twitter machine, as Johnny would say. And I often make fun of our friend Johnny Kim on this show. He doesn't like it, but I just continue on. The Mangler has made his way into the proceedings here. You might have to turn that on. There you go.
Hey, how you doing?
There we are. Look at that, the Mangler. Biggest star in the business. If you don't believe it, just ask him. He'll tell you.
Absolutely. The only real wrestler.
The only real wrestler, baby. And so Amy, let me see here if I can pull up a picture of the Mangler. There's the Mangler. The Mangler can. She's waving at you, Mangler.
Hey, Amy, how are you?
Like her hair, man.
She loves the hair. She loves the Mangler's hair.
Oh, I bet you do.
So Amy, with all this stuff, what are you into? Are you into these gangbangs as you know, like tomorrow we're going to be having on this broadcast a chick by the name of Ray, who that's all she does is gangbangs. She's a big gangbang perv. Is that your deal? Is that that's what gets the engine going, as they say?
Well, I like a lot of things. A lot of the gangbang was actually pretty fun. I think I'd do it again if I had the opportunity.
Yes. Well, I've heard that there may be a potential for you to do a gangbang in Chicago at Exotica.
Yay.
And there is a lot of talk and there is a lot of rumor and innuendo, as the great Conrad Thompson would say. Which I don't want to get Mangler started on old Connie, but
don't make me show him the Mangler Dangler.
That's right. So one of the things that there is talk in Chicago of you or someone doing a gangbang and me interviewing them.
Yes.
Why you're getting gangbanged.
Yes.
I've never done that. It's going to have to be a Pornhub exclusive because I ain't going to be able to Facebook Live that.
Right.
So...
Are you going to be involved?
You know, somebody like Amy Quinn, I might have to get involved in the gangbang. I might have to put on I might have to borrow a Mr. Fitness 2 mask and go to the gangbang.
I mean, you said you wanted to be as involved as you could.
Yes. Well, see, she's throwing me under the bus. She's ratting me out here. Well, you know what would be great also, and I know I'm going to get her in trouble. My significant other, we won't say her name because remember, as I've said on many occasions, pussy and wind power do not mix. But there is, I'll have to explain that a little bit later. But Amy, are you into girls or are girls into you?
Yes.
Yes.
To both of those questions.
Well, maybe if I happen to get into the gangbang, someone else not named Brittany Baxter might get involved in the gangbang.
I like
Let's
girls.
go to the gang.
This sounds like a community event now.
A community event. That's right.
Pass out the flyers.
It's gonna be. We're gonna pass out flyers.
We'll make it a wrestling event
We'll
too,
make it a
brother.
wrestling event and invite the Mangler.
We'll see about using the ring. I don't know.
I'm looking through Tadpole at Chicago.
You know,
Looking through Tadpole, he's gonna do all of my bookings.
Tadpole. I might need to book the Mangler for Chicago, and you might have to bang the Mangler, and we'll.
Absolutely, hit up Tadpole.
Oh my God! She's like, let's do it. Let's do it. He's my agent. He's my manager.
Is this a career change?
There's a career change on the horizon for the Mangler. So Amy, what do you prefer? Do you prefer girl on girl? Threesomes. What is your perv thing that you do?
I like one-on-one. It could be with a girl or a guy. You know what I mean? If that
Okay.
makes sense.
You know?
Because you don't have as much to pay attention to. Does that make sense? There's like a lot of stuff. Because I know from like the 12-guy gangbang, after that I was like so, like what you would say, digmatized. I was like, whoa, man.
Dickmatized. That is. She has coined all sorts of new words today. She was dickmatized. Fantastic.
Trending hashtag.
I love it,
Trending
though.
hashtag dickmatized. That that's awesome. So I scroll through your Twitter account here. I see that you have a few tattoos. What is the significance of some of your tattoos there, Amy?
The significance?
Yeah. Or did
The
you
meaning?
just want to get them for the fuck of it? Is that what this is? Or?
Yeah, sometimes. My first tattoo, I have a pot leaf on my leg. That was like literally my first ever tattoo. I was like, let's just get a pot leaf on my tattoo. Or on my leg.
Hell yeah.
So I got one. And then I have an alien cat on my ankle that my significant other had tattooed on my leg for my cat. I have some on my hands.
Look at that. You have some on your hands there.
Like whatever, Harley Quinn for my middle finger.
You could go flip off the comedians at the comedy show like somebody did last night. Apparently, we had these comedians in here earlier, and they apparently did a vaccination joke, and a whole bunch of people in Hutchinson flipped them off last night at the comedy show. And but they're going to try it again tonight. They got a free comedy show down at the Salt City Brewery. Maybe the Mangler might have to make an appearance.
I didn't meet him today. I might have to meet him tonight.
Hey, they offered for me to come down there tonight, so maybe you, me, and the great Bob Hunter might have to.
I think it's a plan.
I have to go down and see. So Amy, what is the situation? I guess they would say downstairs, shaved or unshaved, or you got the Hitler mustache going. What's happening down there, my friend?
It's a full red bush.
Full red bush. Look at that. That's really the only bush that I would probably trust. I don't trust any other bushes. Or as I think I still got that clip on here. Or Jesse Jackson used to say, "Stay out the bushes." But so you got recruited by being on Chatterbait.
Streammate. Yeah, it was Streammate.
Streammate.
Yes, Fast Girl Studios found me.
Fast Girl Studios.
There.
Hot Girls
It
in
was
Love.
pretty fun. I didn't believe him at first. I was like, nah, he's not a real porn producer. And then I was like, wait a minute. This guy knows what he's talking about. He knows what he's doing. He's a great businessman. He knows what he's doing to get people into business. He's great to work with if you're like a first-time model or whatever.
Get him in the business.
Were you into all of the crazy fetish stuff before you got into the business?
Yeah.
I'm starting to learn that my secret fetishes aren't weird. Okay, I like to be peed on. I like feet. You know what I mean? I like people sucking on my feet. I'm just a weirdo. Does that make sense?
No, that's perfect. You are excellent. Yeah,
I
we should have had you on this show years ago.
No, I just don't like any puking or like shitting or like abusive stuff. You know what I mean? But
The standard.
my head with all the other stuff.
Yeah. Just amazing. I'm looking at some of these photos here of you from the old Twitter machine. My Lord,
How
this.
long, I don't know if you've answered this yet, but how long
Yeah.
have you been in the business?
How long? I think what, since just the pandemic?
My first shoot was in October.
October.
Yeah.
So like a year maybe.
Yeah.
Almost a year.
A year ago.
Look at that.
Hell yeah.
So we have got Amy Quinn with us today. She is fantastic. She is she's dressed up like a little schoolgirl today here on the old Skype, the old Skype-a-rooney. And she is hot, by the way. Good Lord. Look at that. So you are also you have a I guess we would say a studio group that you're involved in. You've got like a production company that you're kind of involved in.
Yeah. Like our own Quinn Studios, XXX.com.
Look at that. Look at that. Now, how do you get booked for some of these shows? Do these guys and these studios just get a hold of you, or how do you get booked for shoots?
Well, I started reaching out to people on Twitter saying like I'd hope to work with you one day and hope they would message me back, and now they're starting to just message me first, which I think is pretty cool because I'm kind of like slowly getting up there, my progress, and it's great. So people are actually hitting me up now wanting to work with me. It's great. I've worked with Davey Productions. I've worked with Tadpole. I've worked with Kaylee, XXX, Kaylee69 is her @ Ryan King. I'm a part of like Chazzy's group, Chazzy Amateur. They do like videos and then you send them to him. And Violet Black, I've worked with her in the private society. She's great to work with. And Ryan King, I loved working with them while I was there. Animal Pappy, Sergio, he was my favorite in the gangbang.
The gangbang. I'll tell you, Chicago is shaping up to be very interesting. That's just all I've got to say. So some of the people that are going to be going to Chicago with us are very interesting as well. We won't get into that here because I know that the Mangler, one of the guys that is going with us to Chicago, he's not a big fan of his, so I don't want to ruin Lance's mood. So we won't talk about Big Will. But Amy Quinn.
Meet you there.
You'll meet me there. Amy Quinn is with us today. She joins us live. Do you have any piercings or anything? Or are you one of these crazy metal chicks?
I have a belly.
Well,
and I have nipples pierced.
Well, that's good. At least you don't got like 25 pounds of metal in your face.
Right.
You know, I basically want to drag you around the room and just stick a magnet next to your cheek and drag you all over the place. But Amy Quinn is with us today. She joins us live here in our broadcast, and you can get more information on her on the old Twitter machine, Quinn420XXX. And so my another question I have, speaking of somebody like Big Will, do you do black guys? Have you ventured into that yet?
Way before I started porn, to be honest.
Oh, okay. Well, you my God, you and Brittany have so much in common. But the
She who shall not be named.
That's right, she who shall not be named. Because remember, folks, as I always like to say, pussy and wind power, they do not mix. But so Quinn is with us today. So you do custom shoots and solo content and all this. What are some of the different things that you do on OnlyFans?
Some people like to request pictures or like certain videos of me like shaking my butt and showing off my feet. I just redid my toes for some feet pics today that I sent out. It's pretty fun. They like feet pics, they like anal stuff, they like squirting, which I'm pretty good at that.
Once again, you and Brittany, I just don't understand these things. So, she doesn't watch this show. I'm not going to have to worry about it, but I will probably get myself in trouble because I'll have to tell Bob about it later. Or you'll tell her, whatever. We have got a great guest with us today. She is going to be part of Exotica, which is the countdown has begun, ladies and gentlemen. To the triumphant return of Exotica. It is presented by My Free Cams. Of course, it's going to be in Chicago, of all places. One of the things that I have a goal to meet Mangler when I go to Chicago. I will stalk him if I have to. It's kind of like if I ever went to Florida, I'd have to meet Bubba the Love Sponge. And I knew that was, and that's the only reason I did that was so you would go, oh, God. And it's going to be in Chicago. And, of course, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, July 16th through the 18th at the Donald E. Stevens Convention Center. Let's hope that Donald E. Stevens will make an appearance in the gangbang with Amy Quinn.
I just took the week off.
So excited.
I just took the week off.
We'll see you there, Amy.
They're going to have over 200 adult performers, wild live entertainment, super sexy seminars, extreme people watching. And you can get more information at exoticaexpo.com. Ladies Free Friday, which is part of the reason why Lena is going to be leaving Seattle and going to meet us at Exotica. I've got all sorts of people going to meet us at Exotica. That this is just going to be such a freaking, it's going to be a circus. And as everybody knows, I like circuses. So, Amy, with this gangbang situation, how do you get prepared to do a gangbang?
Well, the way I prepared for the first one actually was kind of a surprise. I walked down there into the basement. Dudes everywhere. I was like, all right, cool.
Dudes everywhere. It's like an indie wrestling show.
I'm always ready. I'm always ready.
You're always ready. You're always ready. You're always ready for a booking. You know, I'm not going to show up if I don't get booked. Come on, Terry, I can't be there. Oh, it's a little. I don't know. I make all sorts of references on this show that sometimes people don't understand. But Amy Quinn with us today. So Amy, with your OnlyFans, is that basically, besides the shoots, your primary source of income in the porn industry? Or is that just kind of, I do an OnlyFans because, well, I'm in porn and you pretty much have to have an OnlyFans?
Well, my main source of income is my camming on StreamMate, and the passive is the OnlyFans, actually, because it kind of just builds up after a while, and then you can just cash it out, add it to what I have made on StreamMate, which that pays all the bills.
Look at that. So I detected a little bit of an accent. Where are you originally from?
Here in Kentucky.
Ah, Kentucky. So you are near, and I maybe have to get you and him together at some stage of the game. You are near Star Maker Bolin, who is in Kentucky. He is a pro wrestling manager. He's a podcaster, all this stuff. In fact, I'm going to be on his show this evening at some point, which if I'm going to be on his show this evening, I might have to have the Mangler on the show with me. And so I'm going to mention you to Star Maker Bolin. He's in Louisville, Kentucky, of all places.
Oh, nice. That's pretty close.
That's pretty close to where okay, well, good. We don't want you to reveal your location. We just want you to, you know.
I happen to be going through Louisville.
I happen to be going through Louisville. That's right.
We'll meet up, Amy.
So Amy, your Quinn Studios, I guess, is going to be with us, I believe, on the Sunday show
Yes.
this weekend. And so how did you get hooked up with your significant other and do this porn thing? Or was it I do porn and you got hooked up with them and they're like, fuck it, let's start a studio?
Well, we started dating, we got together 3 years ago. Actually, we're engaged. So we got together, and during the pandemic, I was pregnant with a baby, and I'm not much of a real society person. I like being in this business because there's a lot more less judging people. So he agreed that we would do camming, that I would cam and make some money. And then we started getting into porn, and I started really liking this business a lot more. So I just wanted to stay here and do camming and porn.
That's it. You just wanted to cam and do porn. You know, it's such a simple life. You know, it's great.
It is. It's easier
It's great.
to raise my toddler that way because I'm always home.
You're always
You know what
home. There it is. Well, Amy Quinn is with us. She has got all sorts of things going on. You can go to StreamMate and search for Amy Quinn. She is, jumping off the good foot and doing the bad thing, as they all say. And so this whole thing with, okay, I have got to ask the question. And I'm going to get made fun of by you. I'm probably going to get made fun of by the Mangler. I know what's coming. But I have to ask the question. If you have okay, here's the situation. If there's two chicks and they're banging a guy, what is the use of the guy if the two chicks have each other? I kind of look at that and go, threesomes? Why are we doing threesomes? Because if the two chicks have each other, what do they need me for?
Just for decoration, I guess.
There you have it.
See, usually I'm told by some porn stars that we have on this show, they're always like, well, you've got to be there to finish them off. That's always been the thing. They need a good log to finish them off. So when you do your shoots and things, do you go through the whole situation where they've got to have a current test and you've got to have a current test and all these things, or do you leave that to the producers to get that figured out? How does all that work as far as getting the talent and everything together? And
I'm TTS tested, so I kind of would prefer everybody else be TTS tested to be safer that way.
That's
Got to stay
awesome.
on top of those tests.
That's awesome. I think that's great. We interviewed oh God, who the fuck was it? Little tiny girl at she literally fit in Ross's pocket at the Exotica in Denver, and she said nothing turns me on more than a clean health test.
Yes.
She's like, I have guys come up to my booth and flirt with me and everything, and she goes, if they come up and slam down that clean bill of health, she goes, I will probably give them a room key. So that is it's kind of the situation. So Amy, I guess
Hey,
yes. What's
why
up?
don't you bring a clean test?
Uh-oh.
I'll be expecting your clean test.
I might. Well, okay. I'm gonna see what we can do about that because, hey, here's the deal. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I'm not fun at parties.
No, he's not.
I'm. No, he's not. I honestly, would be able to produce a clean health test, and that is something I'm very proud of over the years.
You only had sex with one woman.
That's right. I've only had sex with one woman. Her name was Stumpy, of all things. But now she, of course, she was part of the reason why I was constantly going and getting health tests because she was doing everybody in the neighborhood. And I told her at one point, I'm like, we should just put this stuff on tape and sell it. But she didn't want to do that. But so where exactly besides StreamMate, ManyVids, all your OnlyFans, how can people consume your content?
.com. I have an Amy Quinn XXX.com.
Okay. So
and then there is a Quinn Studios XXX.com is where you can also find me.
Wow. Hell of a deal. And so Mangler, what kind of, you're here, she's up there on the big screen because I've done something and it has finally worked. It's amazing. And also, by the way, the Mangler is the whole reason why we have the television screen in studio to where people can see the Skype guests, because he would show up here on Sundays when we do the live show. And he would always be like, how come I can't see these people? And usually he's really fired up. Oh, yeah. And I'm always like, I got to get a TV in here, because if I don't, he's going to kill me someday.
I'm usually just yelling at his microphone. He'd rather point me in the different direction.
That's right. So
you're great. You're better than most of his guests. Including the comedians earlier. I don't think they were that funny. That's why I didn't come.
That's right. Well, one was he was doing fine, and then all of a sudden he's seen Peter the cat run through the room, and he goes, "Oh, I'm allergic to cats."
Oh shit! He couldn't smell it when he walked in the room.
So he spent a half hour in the parking lot while I interviewed his tag team partner there.
That's why they flipped him off at the comedy show.
That's why they flipped him off at the comedy show. So Mangler, do you have any questions here for Amy? You are a man about town and
we're
all these things.
Different ends of it. We wear very little clothes. You guys usually wear none. No, Amy, it was nice talking to you. It was nice to learn a few things, and nice to be invited to Chicago. I'll see you there.
You.
He will, and Mangler will bring a clean health test with him.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you.
I've got several of them printed up already at home.
I've got several of them printed. Yeah, I do business cards. You do health tests. You just pass them out to people.
Well, with this corona thing, that's how you shake hands now.
That's right. That's right.
Actually, I brought you a mask. I don't want you breathing on me.
That's right. Oh, I forgot. I'll have to do that this evening. I was going to have, damn it. See, this is why I needed the Mangler here earlier. These comedians haven't made up any posters to promote their show. So their show is called the Masks and Flasks Tour. And, of course, my lovely significant other, Brittany, or as I like to refer to her, as the assistant. She doesn't like that at all. In fact, we interviewed a musician one time who referred to her as the assistant. He was like, so where's your assistant at? And, but she wears these, she's worn all the different masks, and then she just leaves them here at the house. That, and she leaves her panties. I don't know why she does that. She told me one time she marks her territory. But, if people have seen what I'm wearing and seen me and met me for 5 minutes, you don't have to worry about marking your territory there, no.
He's a walking fucking cartoon.
That's right. That's right. Yesterday was National Cartoon Day. I just put a picture of me up. I didn't need to put up a picture, a drawn picture of me. But so I was going to have the comedians sign one of the masks. And they got out of here before I could, so I guess I'm going to have to make a special trip down to the brewery this evening to see their show so I can get them to sign mine.
Well, you can do that. Mask. I'll grab a beer and see how funny they really are.
So, Amy, what are some of your goals doing this porn thing? What are some of your goals with this whole thing?
My goals?
Yes. Because you've done gangbangs, you've done black guys, you've pretty much done everything you can think of.
One of my main goals is to, like, okay, actually 2 people. I want to be able to shoot with Richard Mann and Mandingo.
Mandingo! I met him on the red carpet of an AVN a couple years ago. Cool fucking dude. So, I'm sure
Set
that...
it up. Let's go.
Set it up! Now I'm not only a concert promoter, a fight promoter, I'm now a porn promoter. Which is good because I interviewed for a radio job in Iowa, of all places, years and years ago, and they went and checked out my Twitter, and they were like, "Are you in the porn industry? Do you do porn movies?" And I said, "No, I just know a lot of porn people. I've had them on my show." "Oh, we thought you were in porn. The office ladies wondered if you were in porn." I'm like, "So did the office ladies wonder if I was in porn, or did they want to get into porn?" That's the question. So Amy, you haven't had any, plastic surgeries or anything. You seem to be all natural, which I think is great.
All natural.
You haven't had a facelift or fake boobs or any of that nonsense. Yes.
Not even Botox.
Not even Botox. Look at that.
Keep it that way, sister.
Yes. Yes.
All natural is the best.
Yes. Keep it that way. And Mangler should know because he's had some experience with, well, some amateur porn stars. We won't go any further than that. I do have some.
I might as well get in the business.
I do have some details. I've spoken to that individual fairly recently. Yes. I can't talk about it on this show.
On the day I'm not drinking.
The day I'm not drinking. That's awesome. So Amy, what can I expect tomorrow when I interview the head man over there at the studio? Is there anything I need to be aware of, or do you want me to tease him about something or whatever? Is there anything I need to be aware of?
No, he's just a regular guy that shoots porn.
Dang it. He's just a regular guy who shoots porn.
There's nothing too aggressive to expect.
We don't see that as regular.
Yes. I don't see that as regular right here.
I mean, he just looks like an angry biker, but he's a big teddy bear.
That's awesome.
Too if I shot porn all day.
If I shot porn all day, I'd look like an angry biker. That's awesome. He looks like an angry biker who shoots porn. Well,
very lucky biker.
A very lucky angry biker. Yes. You are correct about that. Good Lord. So, well, Amy, thanks for doing this. You have been a treat.
Thank you for having me. It was so exciting, and it's nice to meet you back there, sir.
Hey, nice to meet you, Amy.
Sir, who walked in behind him? No.
Mangler.
The Mangler, the biggest star in the business. Forget about it. Forget about ferrets and jello fights and dogs in batting cages or whatever the fuck.
Just remember, the only real wrestler, Amy, we'll meet soon.
The only real wrestler and the only real porn star.
Absolutely. All real.
All real today. No tattoos, no shenanigans, all the, no facelifts, all this stuff. So, Amy, I look forward to chatting with with the angry biker who shoots porn tomorrow, and I will talk to you soon. And I look forward to Chicago, and I'm probably going to have to go jump on the good foot and do the bad thing and get that clean health test
Yes.
a few weeks before because
You know a
you
guy.
know a guy. Of course you know a guy. Of course you know a guy. Amy, before we let you go, run it down for us one more time. How do we buy your content, get a hold of you, all these various things?
You can hit me up on my Twitter or my website. You can hit me up on Skype. Actually, I have my Skype name out on my Twitter for my Skype shows and stuff.
That's dangerous. Oh, Lord. You're going to have the marks hitting you up.
Ooh-wee.
You're going to have some fucking mark somewhere who's got, Kenny Omega pop figures in his room, and he's calling you up. By the way, Amy, speaking of that, what are some of your interests outside of the old porn world? Do you watch? What are some of your other interests? Are you like an anime chick? What?
I like to watch anime. I used to draw anime a lot. I'm a big nerd. I mean, I'm starting my Rick and Morty sleeve right here on my arm.
Jesus. Here we go.
I'm a big sucker for the show The Good Doctor.
The Good Doctor.
The Good Doctor. I love that
Okay.
show. I like watching TV and hanging out with my mans. Smoke weed.
Yeah, well, that's that. I'm finding more and more people that is the thing.
I don't anymore, but I can't say I won't in the future.
That's right.
Right.
It's a pastime.
Well, and then there's people like Brittany who say, well, I would smoke weed, but I get drug tested.
Yeah.
And I make a lot of money at my job because remember,
Well, this
pussy
is
and
the
one
only
power
job
don't
that I don't
mix.
have to worry about getting surprise tested.
That's
Except
right.
for these.
That's right. So okay, so you're into anime. What are some of the animes that you?
The show Fairy Tale on
Fairy
Netflix.
Tale. Okay, I'll have to ask Brittany if she knows what Fairy Tale is. She always talks about this thing called Fruits Basket. Some of these other
And
weird
then there's
things.
this other one called Sword Art Online. Sword Art Online.
Online.
And then Fairy Tale on Netflix. Those are really good shows. I don't know where the Sword Art Online show comes from, but the Fairy Tale one is definitely my favorite.
Okay, because recently, as far as swords, I interviewed Adrian Paul, the Highlander guy, but that's got nothing to do with any of this stuff.
What do you think about anime or cartoon porn?
What do you think about hentai or whatever the fuck that shit is?
Actually, I used to watch that all the time.
So here's my honest question: What is it about that truly gets people off? I just got told now it's not like he's going to listen to Jimmy's show, but I've got a guy at work who reminds me of Forrest Gump. And
Most people like anime because of the animation with like the girls and the big tits and stuff, and it's just.
Yeah, but what gets you off about Bugs Bunny fucking Pikachu?
I've never seen that.
She's never seen that.
I don't know if it's out there, but
I don't know if it's out there.
If it is, I need an artist quick.
But
no, I mean, what is it that
Bugs
gets
Bunny
people off
fucking
about a cartoon? I feel like the guy's gonna go out and rape a teddy bear.
Well, that could happen.
And then he'll never be within 50 yards of a school.
That's right.
This escalated very quickly.
It's an honest question. This came up yesterday. Now I'm just really curious. I'm gonna have to take this back to those folks and let them know.
That's right. Well,
There's no answer.
There's no answer.
He's just weird.
It's just weird.
Well, I've never really looked up Bugs Bunny fucking Pikachu.
I bet it's there. I haven't either. I just made it up on the spot, but I bet it really is a thing. There's probably a whole genre of Bugs Bunny fucking Pikachu.
I swear there probably is. There's a lot of weird stuff out there. A lot.
Bugs Bunny in a Samuel L. Jackson voice.
Samuel L. Jackson.
There's all kinds of shit out there.
What in the world? Well, apparently.
Might get into that now. I don't know.
Apparently, there is that.
Maybe I might like it. We'll see.
Maybe
I'll let you know in Chicago, Amy.
That's right.
Okay.
We will bring you an update when we venture out to Chicago for Exotica. Let's get weird. Yes. Yes. And from the photos on Twitter, I plan to. So, Amy, thanks for doing this.
You're welcome.
You have been fantastic. We definitely have to do this again because you have been just such a treat, and I'm glad that I'm glad that you had fun because there's a lot of times I do interviews with porn stars and I can clearly tell they're just here to promote their shit. And you are clearly here to have a good time. So
I I love it, and I'll see you guys at Exotica.
Yes,
With
yes.
restraining orders.
Yes, and that brings up a Ross Long question, because whenever he interviews, when Ross interviews porn stars, he's like, "How many restraining orders have you had to get on guys?" So
0, actually.
that's 0. There it is. There it is. 0. Well, and the reason is because she's got an angry biker who shoots porn. Why would you want to screw with that? And she has a cat, which is awesome. What? Who is the cat? And she's wearing a thong too. That's fantastic.
This is Cake.
Cake.
Hello.
Cake the cat. And so does Cake have a short skirt and a long jacket, or am I thinking of two different cakes here? But that's awesome. You have a cat named Cake. Well, I have a cat named Peter, and we also have Amy, who is running around here. And I had what was funny is the last time I had the Mangler here. DJ You Know Who, and of course I always have to follow that up with who, was here, and we had some other rapper or somebody come in and they go, "Oh, you got a nice cat," and they were making reference to Peter, and he's like, "Dog, that's Peter, man. He's world famous." So, Cake is going to be soon world famous.
I love my cat. She's amazing.
That's awesome. So, is Chicago the only Exotica you're going to, or are you going to make the trek and go to the other Exoticas, or is that?
I hope in the future to go to as many as I can.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
This would be my first one, and I'm super excited about it.
Well, it's going to be fun. We definitely are going to jump off the good foot and do the bad thing in Chicago, as they say. And thanks for doing this, Amy. I really appreciate it. Thanks for being on with us. This has definitely been a fun piece of business, as they say.
Very fun. I appreciate you guys having me today.
Yes. And I will I will chat with your angry biker who shoots porn tomorrow. So that'll be fun. Well, I will talk to you soon. Thank you, Amy.
You're welcome. Bye.
Thank you, my friend. There she goes. That is Amy Quinn, the fantastic Amy Quinn on the old Skype. Oh, the old Skype Rudy. And that wraps it up here for our big broadcast, and we will inevitably see you next time.
Don't take big